of cybersecurity on life, social life in the context of online transition in India, blockchain perspective, given by the Professor Arvind Tiwari, KNIT Sultanpur. And leveraging machine learning for blockchain threat detection, the Ethereum cases, Dr. Anand Handa, he is a PSIT alumni, and we are fortunate enough, now he is a director of CI3 Hub IIT Kanpur. And initially when we have started career in PSIT Kanpur, and we have conducted our first international conference, then IIT Kanpur understand machine learning is not play important role in the cryptography or cyber security, but they have adopted, because we are also working with the DRDO Bangalore, and DRDO Bangalore especially working on the machine learning with the cryptography, and Professor Bhupendra Singh. And another vehicular blockchain and vehicular fog computing, Dr. Dinesh Singh, MNIT Prayagraj, is giving a very nicely presentation, but he is basically field from the basically cloud computing and fog computing. So in some places you are not able to getting the point where blockchain should be implemented and how resource will be handled at the fog computing or cloud computing. So we will discuss only by the one slide also. And another is given by the malware threat in era emerging technologies, a perspective towards blockchain applications. This is given by the Mr. Sanjay Sharma ji. And blockchain with supply chain management, for this keynote given by the Dr. Urvi Chatterjee madam from IIT Kanpur. And last, and I think this is given the next generation security services using AI and blockchain. This is also an emerging area, how we can integrate the AI in the blockchain, or we can integrate the generative AI or Llamas model in the AI also. And another blockchain and NFT for evidence management system. Basically this is given by my colleague or my friend and my senior also, senior in IIT Allahabad, Professor Venkat sir at IIT Allahabad, and I am concluding. And this you can see, basically this is the yes, you can see basically what we have also in our lab. My student or my scholar, one of my scholar is also was deliver in lecture at this FDP, but unfortunately his DRC will be conducted at the same time, so he is not able to give. Otherwise he is the actual two person in the FDP, Professor Venkateshan and Mr. Sandeep Srivastav are the actual blockchain implementer. He is blockchain implementer in STL technologies. Sorry. So now the paper is blockchain enabled MediVault for healthcare system. It is published in the multimedia and application. Initially this was SCI, but now it is converted to the Scopus. And this was the single author paper of mine. What we have done in this research, if we have a different type of medical documents, like we have a document, your CT scan or your X-ray and your medical reports, all these things. So now we cannot carry in each and every places, and nobody is trusting basically. If you have taken the report from the PGI Lucknow also, when we will go to the Medanta, so all doctor will be again give the advice by the money and all these things. You can also regenerate your all the reports. So this is not a good practice, and how we can handle after some time this will be damage and all these things. So we have created the NFT, and all the NFT stored at the your basically server, cloud server, and by the meta hash value all of you have understand, and in the blockchain, and if you will given some the access right, so anybody can access from any of the world. So this was the work published in 2025. And another work is the trust computation in vehicular ad hoc networks in using blockchain. What we have done in this paper, we have created a two blockchain. One blockchain is the gray blockchain, another blockchain is the basically white blockchain. And what we have done, if any default vehicle or any vehicle RC is surrender by any of the thing. So when vehicle is driving in any of the places, so any of the police department, any of the transportation authority department can access the grey blockchain first and access this vehicle is theft, this vehicle is fine or not. So this work is done in the trust computation. So how we will increase the trust basically, and we have handled this thing in this particular work. And this is also published in 2020-25 in wireless networks around 2.1 impact factor. And another work is the blockchain based trust management for data exchange in Internet of Vehicle. This work is done by the Mr. Sandeep Srivastav at IIT Lucknow. What we have done here, basically there is a network concept, computer network concept. When window will be large, so now we can say packet is sending again and again, then window will be double. So it is known as the additive increase and multiplicative decrease. So what we have done in real life also, if you are able to trust anybody, so this trust will be maintained in the whole life. But on a single event, on a single incident, whole trust will be vanished. So this is the real life implementation we have done here. So in the computer network field, it is known as the additive increase and multiplicative decrease. If we are sending, we are actually in vehicular ad hoc network, basically it is the network of the vehicles, and vehicle have a communication range of 300 meter. So when vehicle can communicate with each other, and vehicle can send a basically message of safety related, non-safety related, there are multiple type of messages. So if message will be wrong, now it will be the life endangering. So how we can trust basically on this messages? So we have created a trust value one by one, additive system, +1 we can give, +2 we can give. It is based on the message gravity. And after that, if message will be wrong, message will be found, reported by any of the vehicle, so we will report to the base station, and this base station by the transportation authority give the negative value, or we can also block all the certificate of the vehicle, all these things. So this concept we have implemented in this blockchain based trust management system. We can say additive increase, multiplicative decrease. So what we have done in blockchain, we have created a basically consensus. Consensus is based on what? Additive increase and multiplicative decrease. So if we will increase the, we can say trust, so this value insert in the blockchain. If there will be untrust or wrong messages, so we can go with the gray blockchain basically. So this work is done in this paper. This is again in the multimedia tool and application. And now another thing is the blockchain transaction de-anonymization using ensemble learning. Again, basically this is the work, this is not directly related work of the blockchain. Basically we have a millions, trillions of the blockchain transaction. So how we can identify these blockchains are the attacker transaction, these are the good transaction. So by this thing we have implemented the machine learning approach and the machine learning, ensembling learning, multiple type of machine learning and smart data and all these things we have implemented there. And after that we have bifurcated the data. So now income tax department also doing is, if you have performed a transaction of more than 1 lakh or more than 3 lakh, so they have listed basically. If you are not giving, showing in your income, then they will track you. So by this concept, we have also a real concept is here. So we have identified multiple of transactions. So this transaction sent by the Mr. Rena or sent by the Mr. Shikhar Dhawan, by the any lottery system, by the anything. So they can track directly. So all this real work we have done in the transaction de-anonymization. Why it is de-anonymization? Because our transaction will be anonymized. They cannot traceable. But if you have a hash ID, it is traceable. So blockchain first gist or outcome is, सर मैं टीचर भी हूं, बात करेंगे तो बाहर कर दूंगा. ओ महाराज. So now I want to show this thing because we are talking about the real work here. So when and this is the not outcome of the 3 years of the PSIT, this is outcome of the 25 years of my career, along with the at least 7 to 8 countries, 3 IIIT directly related by myself, IIIT Allahabad, IIIT Lucknow, and IIIT Gwalior also. And 8 to 10 central universities, all the group we have, and we are working. So this is the outcome of all the persons, not a single person. And BITS planning also is here. So now in this work, in our one faculty, now he is associate dean in our department. He is directly his work under my supervision. So what we have done here, we have bifurcate all the transactions in millions of trillions, and then we have put it into the blockchain, so that we can directly find out these transactions are not good, these transactions are fine. So income tax may give any decision on that. So this is work related to. Another very important problem is, because now time is the globalization. In medical case, in supply chain management case, some part we can take from the any country of the world, or any other country. They have maintained the different type of blockchain. In India, we have created a different type of blockchain. So how blockchain can interact with each other? So this is interoperability issue will be there, and this issue in the blockchain handled by the Cosmos blockchain or the Polkadot. So this is the basically comprehensive study along with the Biplab Sikdarji Singapore, BITS planning Professor Chamola, and my faculty, one of the faculty, now he is Dr. Mithujal Salpilam, he is in UPS. And one of my student alumni of the PSIT, Mr. Aditya Sharma, he is in Atlassian at 50 lakhs of package of the PSIT. Continuous all are working. So this is his work, what unlocking the potential of interconnected blockchain, a comprehensive study of Cosmos blockchain interoperability. So in this work we have identified how we can handle the blockchain, because when we have also seen in previous lecture, they can create a dummy block basically if you have deleted. So now how we will handle this particular, if we are working on the inter blockchain, so now there will be a possibility of the attack more than that. So now how we can safely handle, so this work is done with this is the study or analysis of the inter blockchain communication. Another work we have done here, blockchain enabled key management for social internet of vehicle in fog computing. So there is a basically layered architecture, edge computing, fog computing, cloud computing, and we have understand in this week basically that fog computing, fog layer will be handled by what? Basically it is handled by for the reduce the latency. If we are responding something, so we should take very less time. This is directly related to the latency. I am not going more detail on this topic, but all of you have understand why fog layer is introduced. It is adjacent layer for the edge node, because in Asia cloud head AWS cloud server is installed in the, either it may be Sri Lanka, but due to some reason it is shifted in the Singapore. So when our transaction going to the Singapore, it will take some time. So there will be a latency. So we can establish our server adjacent to the edge node. So this is the basically we can say fog layer. So all computing facility should be at the fog layer, all blockchain and storage at the cloud basically in anywhere of the world, we don't know where. We have taken some 1,000 rupees of the amount and taking the place in the AWS cloud, they will be stored, handle will be, they will handle. Okay. So this is the another work, and in the blockchain what we have done, like in the Ethereum, all these things, directly copied a key and insert in the blockchain. By default they are giving the 10 node, and we can communicate with each other by the transaction from one node to the another node. This is the real scenario of the Ethereum network, basically Ethereum blockchain. But how we can design the key? So in the cryptography system, key management protocol, either it may be a private key or may be a public key. In blockchain case, there will be a public key. So we cannot use RSA here. Anybody will not read in the documentation of the blockchain, they are using the RSA. Why? Because we have already break the RSA by the Shor algorithm of the quantum system. Because quantum computing is there, and India is the first country in the world in around 2021 or 20 who has sent the securely key by the quantum security from Gaya to Prayagraj. So we are working more than that in other countries in quantum also. Okay. So now this work is we have using the post quantum cryptography. Usually they are using the ECC basically. So this is work on the post quantum cryptography with the Savitribai Phule University with my colleague Professor Vinay Rishivalji. So this is published in the Inter Science Journal, International Journal of Ad Hoc Network, and because computing only 2 journal are the SCI as far as my knowledge in computer science area are SCI, otherwise all are Scopus, and Inter Science will take the more time basically. That's why we are not we can say advising to any researcher scholar send the paper in the ad hoc networks or in the Inter Science basically. And and this is another is the basically what blockchain enabled intrusion detection for real time vehicle monitoring. This is recently published in the vehicular communication around 6.5 we can say impact factor. Why I am again telling the impact factor and Q1 journal and all these things, because we are working in a last 1 year, 2 year, 6 months, all are working. So how we can publish my result in the normal journal, fake journal or conference? So if we are working hard and we have some extend my work, we will publish the good places, because this is our asset. This will be run in whole life. Okay, and I think another work is done by the supply chain, and we have also seen the supply chain keynote here, and this is the recent publication or our 2nd year or 3rd year student, and this is a 200 crore project of the TCS. And in this project what we have done, unlocking the potential of soul bound NFT and blockchain for agriculture industry. So this topic is not covered in this particular we can say FDP. Basically you have seen the NFT. So in case of the NFT, what we have done, we have stored somewhere and take the metadata and all inserted along with the hash value inserted in the blockchain. So this can be stored in any place of the cloud. But we have in the NFT area, blockchain area, we have the FDP, we have the research lab, we have the publication, and we have the research funded project also. And recently before 3 days, we have also finalized the 1 JRF for this project, and this is CST UP project, 2-year project we have recently received. In this project what we have done, this NFT or soul-bound NFT we will implement on the new education policy. New education policy. What we have done here, in education system, government are working so hard in this area. So what we have done, there will be a DigiLocker. In DigiLocker, they are inserting your document. But this is not trust on you, this document will be duplicated, changed or not. So when the NFT will be created of this document, or this NFT generated by the CBSE board of 10th or 12th mark sheet and stored in his server, and you have taken only metadata, so how they can change it? And we have seen in this is the outcome of the 6th day blockchain. If we are using our node will be untrusted, now we can say anybody cannot change the document. So this is the motive of our project, NFT based project. And if our NFT attach with a particular, we can say a vault or wallet, so this is converted into the soul bound NFT. This is the extension of current work. So this is the soul bound token. It is not will be sold, it is not will be given. And another benefit of soul bound NFT is what? When if you are going any company, or any company will send a mail to your institute, now you can verify this student record, and I am definitely sure around 90% your document will not verify, and your job will be in trouble. So what we have done here, they can directly take the access of the server and nobody can change it. So server will automatically verify the document. And I was talking with Professor Venkateshan, if I have filled the form 10 times in REC interview, and everybody from the UP and knows the last 12 year REC or UP is not conducted a single interview for last 12 year. So in the last 12 year, why we will submit a document again and again? Whatever it may be, hard copy, whatever it may be, why we will send the soft copy also? So if there will be storage in a single place, there will be a meta thing is there, you will give only a key so they can access it. and our document is verified and nobody can change the document. So this is the integration of the cryptographically soulbound NFT or blockchain in our education system, and this we have implemented in the real time of the, we can say, in the agriculture area. In the agriculture, your crops are there. Another work is, these are the two related new work. We can say this is the secure communication using blockchain in vehicular sensor network. It is revision in the IEEE sensor network. Another is the federated blockchain based resilient and identity management. And I have only 2 minutes, so now I am concluding my conclusive session of the FDP. Basically, this work is related to what? This is the federated blockchain. Now, in the blockchain technology, new things are either they are working on the role-based blockchain or they are working on a we can say federated blockchain. Basically, these are the permissioned blockchain. Okay, in a permission blockchain, what if I will give the access to you, then you can access it, otherwise you cannot. Okay, so this is the motive of today's thing, and my students are there. At any time I will take the lecture in detail basically. So today, due to less time, one Ireland professor want to visit our lab basically, so my student will also engage there. So now I am concluding. This is the first FDP which is outcome based, and you have seen all the publications, either it may be revision or may be published in last 2 years. And this is the title of my first presentation at PSIT, blockchain technology and its application. So now today I have given the future direction and current state. So this is my, we have a lab, and we have also working in the medical area, in the agriculture area, in different type of machine learning, deep learning, and one of a student also published a paper in the agentic AI or generative AI also. So every year PSIT is working, and all of you are invited. Either you are MTech student or you are faculty also, you can join with us, and we can work together, and we can give some thing to the society, and you can read newspaper. Every day we are publishing another thing. One work we are working in area of the skin cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, and another thing, and another area we are working in the mango area also, and blockchain. You have already seen all these things. So thank you so much. If you have any question, you can send my WhatsApp number, you can send any of the meaning, I will give the answer. Or any Saturday, Sunday you can come here, you can visit my lab. First you will send the one SMS, so that I will inform our guard, so that he will permit to you. But my recommendation is, all these paper you can see my DBLP profile, my LinkedIn profile, my Scopus profile, all paper should be, you will be referenced. And if you want to, then I will send the complete paper, because if you will read this paper, you will extend it. This is the real research. Otherwise, what is the meaning of this research? So this is your research and for your use only. So thank you so much.